All right, guys, welcome back to another video. It's your man Jay. So this is a week follow-up. At the recording of this video, the newly announced Axon 30 is actually just coming out today, but this is 1 week with the Axon 20 5G. Now, while this phone is not old by any means, ZTE and lots of other companies are pushing the limits and they are getting devices out there. Now, we won't talk about the Ultra in this video. We'll focus on this phone right here. So I checked the LTE speeds for the US on here, and this between 20 and 50 over T-Mobile and AT&T. Just be mindful of that. I think you'll enjoy you'll be okay. It doesn't have the actual 5G speeds because this is the global version. So some of you guys asked for the link. Now this color is actually sold out, but they do have the yellow looking color. And I think that one's the better one also anyway. It's got a nice big Axon logo under the cameras. It's actually really beautiful in my opinion. Now it's been inside this case that came in the box. You do get a case with this device and a charger, a fast charger. So bear that in mind. You know, the software experience on here is stock Android now. So they've done right by us by doing it like that. I just feel like this is such a beautiful device. It's hard to ignore. With that being said, let's get into this screen here. I'll just put this right here. Let's go here. Let's just look at this right here, since this is what's popping up. We'll get in here. And you can see the display here. And I'm going to crank the brightness up a little bit here to full, and you can see now over video it's definitely kind of hard to see how beautiful and bright this is, but it in fact is really bright and beautiful. I just feel like they've done such a good job on this display, and it is the first phone with the under camera display right there, and we'll talk about the cameras in just a second here. But having the display, the camera under display, helps for situations like this. This is a huge plus. And just the beautiful display here is just absolutely great. So sound.
Best that you think looks realistic. Honestly, you've done that already. Your subconscious, right?
It's a loudspeaker, and so it's going to come from the bottom, but it's still good. It's solid. It's like it can compete with today's standards from what if you would consider. If you're wondering what a smartphone should sound like if you're viewing something or, you know, looking at something, it won't let you down, basically, is what I'm saying. I just feel like this is the excitement behind this phone, I can't really put it into words. It's really good. Software-wise, again, stock Android, it flows right along, no problems whatsoever. The phone is fast for what it is. It's a great experience. Especially when it comes to like stock Android and that type of deal. All apps and everything work great, no problems whatsoever. Wi-Fi connectivity is really good over here, and like I mentioned, I think LTE, I mentioned before, LTE and everything in the US is strong. LTE is very strong. You don't have to have 5G. I know some people want it, even though this is a global 5G device, doesn't have the 5G bands. So the overall experience with the phone, it's a nice big phone. It's fairly large. It's got pretty much a 7-inch display. Now, it's obviously weird, because you have to keep cleaning this off if you want to get these smudges off of it. But that still doesn't take away from how beautiful this phone is. It's just a beautiful phone. That shimmer is absolutely great, and I think that's something that you should really take note of. The main selling point, though, I think that you would probably go with on this phone is how big the screen is. And that fast facial recognition, how beautiful this big screen is, how good the battery is. The battery is sick on this device. It is really good. I don't think you'll not make it through a day and a half easy. You can do that. You can do that really easy, and I think you'll be happy about that. Now, the other main selling point, obviously, is these cameras. So I'm gonna go outside. I'm gonna take some updated footage as of today, which is the 15th of the recording of this video, and I'm gonna show you what the cameras look like outside. Now that I've played them for a while, and it's not sunny out either, And this will really give you a chance to see how that front camera really can bang hard, and the rear cameras look fantastic. So let's go outside, let's take a look at the cameras, and then we'll come back in and close out this week follow-up. Now here is 4K 60, because this phone can do 4K 60, and I think that's great. It's really windy out, so be mindful of that. Today is a windy day, and I chose to shoot on a windy day for some reason. But yeah, windy day out, really nice. I like the footage that comes from this camera. Let me show you some different angles here. All right, now here's the camera here shooting me, and you get to see the type of quality and footage that you could possibly get from this camera. Now, the toughest part about having a camera under the display is getting the best quality footage that you could possibly get. And on a windy day like this, it's going to be tough. But I want to come outside and shoot as well, so you can see exactly some of the footage that you could possibly get, even on a gloomy day like this. All right, now I'm inside, and the thing about this front camera, while it's doable, there's a sense of fogginess. I can't describe it when looking at the footage on the viewfinder. There's a sense of like this fogginess or cloudiness. But after you produce the footage, what does it look like? Well, you're looking at it right now. So this is the front camera indoors. All right, now here is the rear cameras now indoors shooting me. And you know, obviously the rear cameras are a lot better than the front camera. The front camera is new technology, and I think the front camera is probably really solid, but the front glass is where it struggles to get through to give you the actual footage, because the glass is behind the camera is behind the glass, and it's got some kind of special coating to where it disappears when it's not in use. That's all playing a part in how this quality from the front camera shows. But the rear camera obviously looks really good. All right, so there you have it. While this is a fantastic phone, the front camera is the struggle. That's where the struggle lies. That is where we see the phone really struggle, because it's new technology and they need to fine tune it a little bit. Someone else will come along and do the same thing. If not, you know, if someone else tries this, someone else will do it, and they'll piggyback off of what ZTE did here, and then probably do it better. Or ZTE will, you know, go back to the drawing board and give us that solid front camera that disappears when not in use. I can actually see it because of the lighting here where it's actually poking through. But there, you can see it right there, the little spot right there. It's a beautiful concept. And, you know, worst case, I just have to use the rear cameras to get all the great footage. The front camera, it needs some work, if I'm being honest. But other than that, I applaud the effort, because ZTE has done plenty of things first that they probably get no recognition for. So this is a matter of, hey, great try. Let's keep trying harder. On the front camera is disappearing front camera and all that under the glass. It's really nice though. But if it's not functional or it's not good quality, then we need to go back to the drawing board. Other than that, the concept is great. The phone is fantastic. I love it. Beautiful display. Just beautiful everything. This phone is blazing fast, and it is one that I definitely still recommend. You might get the footage and decide, I'm going to edit it in post. I'm going to do something. You might be a photographer or whatever. I'm not. And so, you know, I just point and shoot like most consumers, even though I do tech reviews. There's no way that I would want to alter the footage, because that's not being realistic and true to my followers or the people that stop by and watch this video. So I hope you guys enjoyed a week follow-up. Hopefully I'll be bringing you the Axon 30 or the 30 Ultra or both as soon as we can get them out. And they're coming to the US too. So this is a great phone though, man. It feels better inside this case. I love the shimmer even through the case. This is just a great all-around device. And the facial recognition, you can see it is blazing fast. It's your man Jay. Hope you guys enjoyed the week follow-up on the Axon 20 5G. Stay tuned for more. I'm not done. This device is here to stay. It's beautiful.